This college football picks week 14 edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog's hooking up new customers. Play just $5 and get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with the code SGPN.
This is Terry Francona, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Cox.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner on picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog. Hola, Sean.
Hola, what's happening?
Just working on my Spanish.
There you go. Well, no me gusta Xavier Leggett. That was the only I did. I had a pretty good props night. Hit the hit Brock Purdy interception pretty easily. Should have laddered it. Hit the Christian McCaffrey receiving yards over. Probably should have laddered that as well. And then Xavier Leggett getting a little cute. I had him 23.5 receiving yards, 22 yards, final drive. Yeah, nice completion to him. Get up. I'm like, yeah, that's it. Good job. Good boy, Xavier Leggett. And then no. He had stepped out of bounds unprompted, and then came back and was the first to touch it. Of course, never got those last 2 yards. And what was more frustrating, the worst beat for me, it was Hunter Henry all over again. Bryce Young bootleg out. Mitchell Evans is open. He holds on to the ball too long, throws it from the 2-yard line, intercepted. Very annoying outcome overall. But Kramer,
you've had a tough season of early celebrations.
Well, and I didn't even the Hunter Henry. Obviously, I have to celebrate. The guy scored.
No, I'm not faulting you. I'm just saying between the Goff
100-1 first touchdown that New York buzzed down and took off the board. That was my worst. Just some all time.
I agree. New York's been putting their hands on too many situations this year.
I 100% agree with you. Although the Giants team doctors are the one keeping Jackson out. Joining us on the line from the college experience, here to talk all thing college football, Colby Dant, aka Pick Dundee. What's happening, Colby?
Good day, mate.
Yeah, good day, mate. Indeed. Look at Colby. Look at how fancy he is, Kramer. He's chugging one of those tiny waters. Look at that.
What?
That's only stuff you get in some of the fanciest places.
Oh, did you get room service? Are you a room service guy?
Look, this is Kirkland. We've been repping Kirkland pretty hard on the pod for the past couple. CJ had a deep dive on Kirkland vodka for a while that we were talking about there. I don't know if you guys got yourself Kirkland. I feel like Kramer does. He's a Kirkland guy.
Well, you're around some sophisticated people when they explain to you how Kirkland vodka is really excellent vodka, just labeled with Kirkland, and then they'll go through how it's a potato triple filtered, blah 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 blah.
Kramer would never drink Kirkland water. Only the finest LaCroix gets delivered to this office. Shout out to Eric, our water guy, who I got listening to the show, and he tweeted me or sent me a text of him cashing some plays. So shout out to you, Eric. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, because
I'm happy for him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because he was a weird reaction, but he was dropping off the water and then saw the TVs, and inevitably I'm like, hey, yeah, we host the Sports Gambling Podcast. He's like, oh, I was just getting into sports gambling. Perfect timing. Listen to the shows, and he was sending me some winners.
Like a guy with a van and with no windows. You just lured him into the office. Hey,
Well, that was the best was when the homeless guy came into our office and was like, whoa, guy. He goes, can I hang out here? I go, no. No, you can't. He saw the 8 TVs. Maybe I should have given him a beer or something, but he looked a little too squirrely, and
you don't want to feed him.
Yeah, it's it attracts more.
Yeah, they'll come back. Colby likes to feed him.
Yeah, well, I toss him
and his
above.
buddies down at the 19th hole. They like to. It's like
Colby peels off his caddy a couple bucks, then he tells the caddy to give the homeless guys his money.
You ever seen The Most Dangerous Game? Give him a couple minute head start. Colby and the boys down at the 19th hole.
That was a great game. Did you know? Randomly, I was thinking about Colby and of course clubhouses and golfing. Do you know the original cut of Caddyshack was 3 hours and 45 minutes?
Well, there was this.
They should have gave it to us.
Yeah, I want to see that version. And basically the movie studio was like, fuck no. And they had to add the whole gopher thing was just added to like kind of give the movie some sort of story. But I would love to see the 4-hour version.
Well, if you watch the documentary about it, it's a tremendous amount of like basically the movie was about the caddies. And they cut all of it. Yeah. They cut all of the story, like the main intent of the story. Cause I think it was like with Chevy Chase and that didn't have a big part, but came down and him and Bill Murray killed it. And so they ended up just changing the whole movie. Pretty wild.
I believe Planes, Trains and Automobiles is a similar story where they shot like almost 4 hours.
Yeah.
Like
release the footage.
Yeah. They need to get that thing going. Why would you not give it to the people? They would buy it again. You know, if people still own movies.
If they did that nowadays, it would have just been a 2-part release. Like they just didn't think about it like that back then. They would have made it 2 movies easily. Nowadays, can we get 3 movies out of it? Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, well, back then though, I feel like they gave you the freedom to do that though. You know what I mean? Now I feel like you would never even shoot that much.
People had attention spans back then. So that was also, I mean, for the most now movies are crazy,
but they also respected our time back then. I guess maybe that's what you're saying, but like movies were they had a time limit. You were rarely walking into a 3-hour movie or a 2.5-hour movie.
Yeah, it is
90 minutes. It is
a weird balance where some movies have gotten incredibly long, but then like you watch the trailers and it's for people with ADHD.
Well, when I play an old trailer for my kids to try to get them into a movie I want them to see, and it's just a single scene, it's just like this isn't. This would be like, you know, a kid today trying to jerk off to a photocopied piece of a Playboy when they have the internet, you know,
it's just not
that is not going to do the same thing to your mind.
But you know, the thing that drives me crazy is like, back in the day, I feel like they would cut, like each scene was longer. Now there's so much cutting.
Yeah.
That I feel like it almost ruins the feel of the film.
I think that's I think there's still movies that have like longer. They're just few and far between. Yeah. Because you know, it's like the class, like there's probably way less like seasoned people making movies because they're more expensive and they've you know, the model probably says you just create more cheaper movies and that's a better bet. I'm sure there's something to that. Like there's more bad movies nowadays than there used to be, right?
No, there are plenty.
There's more content.
Plenty of horrible.
But there's
movies.
Just more content.
I think the argument is there was better movies because back then there was a bunch of no matter what era there was a lot of bad movies. I would say there was better movies with more substance. Any other decade really.
Shout out to the producer of More Questions Than Answers, Patrick Fisher, whenever the show launches, of course, letting us know that there's a new UFO movie on Amazon everyone needs to watch.
Documentary? Are we talking? What are we talking here?
Yeah, Colby, we'll talk offline. I don't want to. We'll see it because this maybe this is the first episode of More Questions Than Answers.
Stay tuned.
No, I was just watching the documentary.
All right.
I think that could
Mystery Science Theater style.
There you go. Colby, prepare to have your mind completely blown.
Oh yeah, excited for this.
We got a bunch of games. Let's get to it.
There we go.
Well, there was the conversation was going nowhere.
9 minutes and 20 seconds.
What else do you want to break down, Ryan?
Oh my God, how many games did Colby put on them?
Did you add games, Colby?
This looks like
no. I actually wanted to do more games, but I knew. I knew when you come here, it's just.
You bring your scum chat too, talking shit.
Colby doesn't even stand up for us on his other show.
They're like court jesters.
When and maybe we celebrated a little too early with our 7-0, calling out Mac in the box, and now we've been on a bit of a cold streak for the contest. Need to finish strong, but
are we still ahead of them?
I haven't looked at the records, but
I'll just wait to the end and we'll see.
It feels like it's going to be close down to the wire. Colby doesn't even defend us over on his show.
Because if we've learned anything about Colby, he is slippery when it comes to the
ultimate Benedictine.
Well, here's the problem.
Right. Fuck those guys.
Well, here's the problem. Like we were sticking to we had to go with the 17 games, and we were stuck into that. We would have had much better weeks, and then out of the fucking blue, Kramer just goes off the reservation and didn't ask us anything. We didn't even break down the game, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, whoa, he's laying 19.5 with A&M against South Carolina. The minute that happened, I think he put bad juju on our whole fucking thing.
That was the right side. that was the right side. South Carolina scored basically 21 points off of turnovers. That should have been an easy cover by A&M. Very disappointed in Elko and the crew.
Well, we got that's going to be a big game. Texas A&M at Texas. We got a bunch.
No. And all right. 2 minutes later, a second push to talk about football. Let's go. Colby, what is this? Is this date correct? This is Thursday.
Yes. Okay. But I still would like to remind those filthy TV execs, right? The Egg Bowl should always be on Thanksgiving, and it should be at night.
Yeah, why not? Why isn't it Thanksgiving night?
No, whenever they sign that new deal, that shit's gone to Friday or Saturday.
I think they're mostly just avoiding the NFL.
Well, they also have the NFL as their product, so maybe that. Maybe they think they can get more views, but either way, fuck them, because for 110 years this was on Thanksgiving, and to do that and to put it at noon on Friday is just filthy.
So when ideally this should be a Thanksgiving morning, Thanksgiving Day game.
No, it's the night Thanksgiving
game. Okay.
Yeah.
Instead, it's a precursor to the Black Friday NFL game.
Any other comments for the committee and or the TV executives?
Oh, they're all terrible. I mean, come on, what are we doing here? Shout out to the FCS playoffs. Let's go.
And shout
you
out.
You guys want to do an episode? Should we do two tonight? You guys want to do FCS?
James Franklin and all the awesome recruiting.
Lehigh's going to take it home. Colby.
Oh, undefeated, buddy.
Champs. Yeah,
undefeated. Yeah.
Let's head over to Thanksgiving Day, and this game will be going head to head with, I guess, a little bit of the Ravens and Bengals game, but Navy and Memphis 4:30 here on the West Coast. So night game out in Memphis. Navy catching 6 plus 175 on the money line. Memphis oh boy. You see that look in his face? He was pissed. Where the fuck are the slides? Look very beautiful. YouTube.com/sports gambling podcast. Yeah. So, and very nice Navy logo there. Navy catching 6, like I mentioned, total 58.5. Colby.
This game's gigantic because Memphis is I think they spend the most in their whole conference, but they are disqualified from the AAC championship. But obviously, yeah, and they have the most expensive roster, and Navy has struggled of late when they go to the Liberty Bowl. But if Navy wins, there's a shot that they're playing. So you have 3 teams at 6-1 in the AAC, and 2 teams at 5-2 that are technically still alive, I believe. But if Navy wins this game, there's a solid, there's like a 20%, 25% chance, I would say, they're going to play in the championship game. That Tulane and North Texas need a win.
Yeah,
South Florida could still get in there.
Win, right?
Yeah. I mean, the Temple North Texas game's intriguing because Temple's coach came from Sam Houston, and the entire North Texas defense transferred in from Sam Houston. So he's familiar with that. So that makes that game kind of intriguing. And also, but yeah, they do need help. I don't know. I still say that that you probably still take the points here, because my thing is Memphis. When you spend that much, I think this is something new to college football that we have to really evaluate. Is when you spend on a roster and you're no longer have anything to really play for. I think you're thinking about, hey, can I transfer? Can I make more money elsewhere? Yeah, I interviewed Wayne Tinkle, the Oregon State basketball coach, and he was saying last year's team was really good, and he goes, but you got into late February, right, where we had no longer had the 1 seed in the WCC, and he's like, a lot of those guys, the agents came in, and he goes, it was really hard to keep them focused on, hey, we have games, we're still alive to make the NCAA tournament. So imagine this, where you're not even alive to make the tournament or the playoffs. Yeah. But
and it's on Thanksgiving. You don't have a ton to play for, and you're going up against Navy. You get a well-rested Horvath who's gonna run all over these guys. I saw someone in the chat, one into Destro's, says, "Fuck it, Horvath 3 touchdowns." Whoa. He's gonna have a massive game against this Memphis team. I think Navy is live. I've liked Navy all season. I'm not gonna get off the roller coaster now. Give me Navy +6. Colby, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm on the points too, man. I just don't. I mean, I just don't have confidence that Memphis is going to be ready for this game. Another thing is there's talk their coach could be leaving, so it's like,
yeah, any of these teams with, hey, we're losing our quarterback and our coach, it's tough to take them, especially laying points on Thanksgiving weekend, unless there's some other motivation there.
Well, it's a lock potential here.
You're on Navy.
Also,
Ryan?
you have the hosting the holiday game angle, where you're dealing with a whole bunch of other bullshit around the house.
Kramer hates the holidays, so he's just imagining anyone who has to celebrate a holiday like Thanksgiving. Well, what are they doing? Playing football and eating when they could be starving themselves in the desert?
Since you're running out to the store and not going to coach football /work, why don't you swing by and pick up a couple turkeys, some fucking mashed potato.
When was the last time you did that, though?
It's not. I'm not playing. I'm not a sports coach or playing on a sports team, so that wouldn't apply to me.
Okay.
I'm not a sports coach.
Well,
we just call them coaches on the show, but thanks for specifying.
Well, we're handicapping.
Generally, coaches are in sports.
In sports, hosting holiday games is a negative for me in the handicap. That's all.
Yeah.
Utah, Kansas, slide. Friday morning, 9 a.m. I feel like there's something offensive going on the screen. Kansas catching 12 points.
Bomb by Kansas.
Kansas catching 12 at home against the Utes. Plus 325 on the money line. Utah minus 400. 60.5 is the total. I think Utah was part of our disaster class last week.
Man. At home against the Kansas State team, and they needed a miracle to get that win. Now I'm torn here, because part of me thinks, all right, maybe a get right spot for Utah. They're much better than Kansas, but then also, they had to put up 51 points. It was 47-51. That was kind of a crazy. I imagine this is a bit of a letdown spot to go at Kansas. Now, Kansas has not looked great. That's why they're getting 12 points. Kind of want to go Kansas here plus 12. Am I crazy, Colby?
This one's tricky because Utah is still alive for the Big 12 championship. They need a lot of help, but they're still alive. Kansas playing for a bowl game. I think Kansas is worthy of a bowl game. Like they're a senior. There's a lot of veterans on the offensive side of the ball. I think they're going to get up for this game. But with Utah having the playoff hopes, I think I got to lay it with the Utes. I think just the spot.
I mean, they are much better. They certainly have the motivation. I'm just worried. Can you cover 12 points on the road after that crazy ass game last week would be my concern. But I don't know. Anytime I pick Kansas, they fuck it up. So
if you want to take Utah to make the championship game, here's the parlay. Utah beats Kansas. BYU beats UCF. West Virginia beats Texas Tech. and Arizona State beats Arizona. So obviously, pretty big upset there with the Texas.
Wait,
Tech
say that again. The Texas Tech one I think is possible.
So
I think that's possible.
You need to parlay Utah, BYU, West Virginia, and Arizona State on the money line.
The BYU one, they need BYU to win. You're saying?
Correct. They need to create.
That's gonna happen.
Okay.
UCF at BYU. I mean, we'll get to that game, but
so then it's basically an Arizona State Arizona rivalry game.
Yeah, and Arizona's red hot right now.
So they're certainly not favored to make the championship game, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's a big number. I would say take the points as well.
So Colby, what are you doing? Officially, you taking Utah?
I'm gonna lay it just the spot. I think they need to get this. And it's also could be Whittingham's last game. You saw that press conference.
So that was a bad thing in the first game, and it's a good thing for this game.
Well, they might be.
They have 2 NFL tackles. I mean, it sounds like they both will go in the top 10 potentially.
I'll go Kansas plus 12. Utah's gonna win by 10.
Yeah, good call. 9 a.m. Oh no. Well, Colby already let us know how he feels about the Egg Bowl being played at 9 a.m. on Friday. Heading to Starkville, beautiful Starkville, Mississippi, for Mississippi State versus Ole Miss. Ole Miss laying 7 on the road here, minus 260 on the money line. Mississippi State plus 220, 63.5 is the total. Colby, what's the latest on Lane Kiffin?
I mean, I don't know about you guys. I can't stand to
like him draw. You don't like him drawing this out and making it a spectacle. And
I mean, this guy just I was starting to like him more. I was starting to like him a lot more, but man, what he's doing to his team and the Mississippi fans and stuff, I think is criminal. I think I wish it was back in the. I wish their athletic director back in the day. You'd have like old football coaches as your athletic director. Rarely happens now. I think they would have been like, "Oh yeah, fuck you, you're fired," right? But he says what? They're going to announce it after the game. I mean, what a prick, right?
He's gonna have all the hats there. Hey. How can we not take Mississippi State? This is he's clearly not focused. He's announcing what now the counter is maybe they are better, but Mississippi State's done a good job covering these spreads.
I mean, to me, it's just crazy. Like, why didn't you just say this? The speculation 2 weeks ago would be like, yeah, right now we're after a national championship. I'll answer all those questions after the season.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like they have a chance to be in the playoffs. They have a chance to win the Natty. Like and you're going to announce, what if he does announce he's not coming back to Mississippi after this game? And then doesn't that impact your chances to go on a run in the playoffs?
Well, and just the fact he's got his family, remember his family was like they were flown to Baton Rouge. They were flown to Gainesville. Even having that there, you have to know that like you're going to be nowadays day and age, people are going to see you. You know what I mean? Like that is it's just weird. Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's using it as
he's the Aaron Rodgers of college head coach.
Remember when Brett Favre, they were like tracking his plane and all that bullshit, and Peyton, he's doing that and he's using it to his advantage to get the best deal he can. Again, I don't like why.
But they could win the championship. Like I understand. Like I wouldn't favor them to win the Natty, but like the gaps between teams are so small in this era of rev sharing and portal and everything and NIL. Like they could win the championship, dude. Like man,
it seems crazy to give up considering it's a 12-team playoff, so you only have to win a couple games. It does seem odd to give up an opportunity. Because once you win a national championship, then your price goes up, and I don't. It's like those jobs going away? These teams these teams in the South are gonna be firing their coaches all the time now, all the time.
Ole Miss is 27-1 to win it all. It's plus 2,700. I mean, to comparison, Alabama 16-1, Texas Tech 13-1, Notre Dame 10-1.
Yeah, so
it doesn't seem that
they're
crazy.
Probably scheduled to like win one game and lose in the second round.
And what is Georgia right now to win the Natty?
I think it was. I think they're probably 5-1.
Well, they had a lead at Georgia in the fourth quarter. They beat Oklahoma at Oklahoma, and guess what? In the playoffs after the first round, they're not going to have to go on the road.
No,
they are going to. So you're going to get a neutral site. Oh man, I'm telling you, like I hope Mississippi State wins. Just in a way, I kind of hope Ole Miss wins, so he's stuck. So it's like he has to reveal his character. What are you going to leave a team that's going to be in the playoffs with?
If they lose at Mississippi State, are they officially eliminated from the playoffs? Where are we at with their playoff chances?
I mean, I think they'd be in regardless, but you never know. Ole Miss is not annoying. Like you see what they're doing with Notre Dame. I mean, wouldn't shock me if they said, "Hey, Ole Miss, have fun." Especially if they're like your coach left for LSU. You're not allowed in the playoffs.
Georgia's 10-1, FYI, for the future.
College Football Selection Committee would consider Lane Kiffin accepting another job in their determination if Ole Miss deserves to be in the playoffs. So, wow.
I mean, that's crazy too.
I mean, it's never happened before, but I wouldn't put it past them. No, at all. Yeah.
I mean, that's not fair to the kids of the program to keep them out of the playoff because
they kept Florida State out that one year. I know it's a little different, but that's kind of the same thing.
If only there was a football league that determined who got into the playoff by whether they won or lost. That is
this Saturday, FCS.
Oh, okay. I was going to say the NFL, but yes, also FCS. All right. I'm taking Mississippi State. Ring them damn cowbells. This is just too much distractions too much distraction to come in and be locked in to win the Egg Bowl.
No, because
you're going to zag, right?
No, two things. One, I'm with Colby. I want to see the committee be put to that test.
It would be a funny scenario.
Two, I want, oh, watch out, Garth. I also think Lane Kiffin, this is a TV show. This is the hero winning the big game and in his mind walking off into the sunset.
No, I don't know. He could win this game.
Lay it on the road.
And Mississippi State could still cover. Mississippi State, I feel like, has done a good job covering these games. But Colby, what are you doing?
I'll take the points. Ole Miss wins, but if they win, it's like 31-27.
Yeah. Mississippi State's good. They're going to be up for this fucking game.
At 9 a.m. on the West Coast, so noon local time. We'll see. 12:30 p.m. on the West Coast in. Wow, we're jumping ahead very quickly in time here. On Friday, Georgia Tech. Colby, I hear they're not playing this in Bobby Dodd.
Yeah, Georgia Tech's athletic director is a true pile of shit. He's gone though. He's gone, and they're trying to get out of it, I think. But
plus 14 on a neutral site, plus 405 on the money line. Georgia minus 520, 59.5 is the total.
I mean, the level of fuck up here by this athletic director. So Georgia Tech, I would think if they win this game, they still could play for the ACC championship. I know this isn't an ACC game. All it takes is the ACC to continue being the ACC, and Georgia Tech's back in the ACC championship. But also, if you beat Georgia here, which if you watched the game last year, Georgia Tech
was that, I think, overtime.
Yeah, and I think most people would say Georgia Tech was the better team that day. They led the entire fucking game.
Those silly ass 2-point conversion OTs.
But then you're like, okay, this year we're bringing back everybody. We got Bobby Dodd. No. This athletic director, 2 years ago, made a deal to play this at Mercedes-Benz. Not only does it have red seats, obviously it's a much bigger stadium than Bobby Dodd. So you're going to have all of Dog Nation there. I mean, talk about a colossal fuck up here, because if you beat Georgia, I think you and Georgia will have the same records and the committee will be forced whether they make the ACC championship or not. Georgia Tech would have the same record as Georgia with a head-to-head win. How do you keep them out? Now, maybe I know how they keep them out, corruption, but I'm saying, it would be
from a good conference. One's that,
but you'd have the win on the field in a week ago. So it'd be very hard to justify that. Which I'm hoping for, because I hope we expand to a bigger field to counterbalance the corruption. I'm taking Georgia Tech in the points, but playing this game here was the dumbest fucking move. It's potentially going to cost them like, $30 million because of this. But give me the Jackets and the points. They're going to make a game out of this.
Yeah, they really fucked up last week. The fuck was that?
Yeah,
there was the look ahead, man.
It was the look ahead spot. It was Pitt clearly. I mean, Narduzzi even said it. I don't care about this game. I still thought they would show up the week before, but then they unloaded and they had a nice win over Georgia Tech. Unfortunately, Colby, what do you make of Haynes King? Do you think he's gonna? What are his chances for the NFL?
Nah, I mean, I really like him as a football player. He plays quarterback to me the way you should play quarterback, but I don't think he has the accuracy.
He's a tight end in the NFL.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
He might be able to be like a third stringer or something. Like some of these third or fourth stringers.
No, he can't.
Like he kind of has an interesting skill set. But to your point,
but you guys know it's also like the third and fourth string. Sometimes though, it's not about like sometimes it's just about like if you're a likable guy in the locker room and know the playbook and can help. Like it's the one position in the NFL where it's like I truly believe they're not the. If you took all the quarterbacks in the NFL, you don't have the actual best, 90 quarterbacks in football. You have your back 20 or more. So like, it's like a politician.
He could win a UFL championship.
Oh, look out.
That's what it's like.
Shout out to Jay Sternberger, UFL legend who listens to the podcast. Shout out to you, Jace. Appreciate you tuning in. Kramer, I'm with Colby. Give me a Haynes King and 14 points any day of the week. But yes, playing this on a neutral at Mercedes-Benz is just so dumb. It makes no sense.
I mean, really, like they weren't. He wasn't thinking they'd be this good. Now he's at Michigan State now. Their athletic director. He's probably laughing thinking about this. But it's like back then he was like, no way we'll even be in position for this. I mean, this is why I think everyone should. If you're going to do it, you do it on a 1-year basis. Because coming into the season, we thought Georgia Tech could be ACC contenders, which puts you in the mix for the 12-team playoff regardless. And here we are.
Virginia and SMU would both have to lose,
which is very possible.
I think Pitt also has to lose. So I think that to your point, they're better. Their path in
Pitt's
is
a dog.
Yeah, Pitt losing, it makes sense. Virginia and SMU, they're both favored. Although SMU at Cal, that's kind of an interesting spot. And we all know we'll talk about the Virginia Tech game later, but I'll take the points as well. I mean, again, Colby laid out maybe what will be their better path into the playoff. Do you think they would ultimately give it to them, a team that doesn't make the ACC championship game?
Probably not. But I'm telling you, they're going to be. If this is why we got to root for Georgia Tech, regardless, they're going to be fucked because with Miami having the head-to-head win against Notre Dame. If they went out, like there's too many scenarios, I think, where it's going to be hard to justify their action, without paying attention to the head to head, because if they use it in one scenario, you got to use it in the other, you would think. Not really, but then outrage will happen. Yeah. Then outrage will happen. How do you think we got to 12? Florida State was like
we really like to look at their strength of schedule, especially the wins and the losses. It's like I know everyone hated the computer rating. I think a lot of people that hated the computer rating would much rather have a BCS number than these fucking knuckleheads. I don't see.
And why don't they just
computer is less corrupt? You would argue.
Yeah, you at least can see the fucking formula.
Well, and I would just like to see every Saturday we should have, how they have the like Manning cast or whatever, sometimes like they just show the the guys in the fucking room watching this. You should have to like submit that, because I don't believe they watch 12 hours of football based on some of the shit that's happened. You know what I mean?
I love the idea of that being a requirement of the job. Like you certainly, if the requirement of the job was you had to live stream you watching the games, Do you know how many people would apply for that job and they would do it for free? You could get the best committee ever. You get.
It'd be great. I just imagine all these
fucking Dale from Hot Springs.
I just imagine like Condoleezza Rice, Arch Manning, then Patty C is there just hammering beers, but making really good points as to who should be hit, and just like standing up and making this big speech, a la like Animal House or something. I could totally see. All right, so we're all in Georgia Tech with the 14 points.
Great reason to plug that we recently put out an episode of SGP Stories.
Oh yeah, our buddy Bowser,
where we talk. We do a little Bowser origin story. And again, if you are a subscriber, you can go back in time and catch the Patty C origin story, which is very
fun too.
Very spicy. Probably needs a part 2 at some point, but very spicy. San Diego State heading to Albuquerque to take on New Mexico. 12:30 p.m. on the West Coast. San Diego State -1, -120 on the money line. New Mexico +100. 41 is the total. So San Diego State still has a way to get into the playoff. This obviously critical game for them. They're kind of they're playing well right now, Colby, but very difficult spot. I'm sure Sean will have an elevation report for us.
5,312 feet, Albuquerque, New Mexico. I always like high elevation home dogs, but this is obviously a pretty short number. They're only catching a point. But the Lobos, they've been playing pretty well. Run first unit. They got some good line play. But then on the other side, do I want to go against the San Diego State defense, which has just been awesome? They just rough up teams, with the exception of Hawaii, who clearly they kind of just laid an egg out there on the island. But other than that, their defense has just been awesome. So I'm between a rock and a hard place. I kind of want to just take San Diego State, because I want to see them make it interesting and maybe get a run here into the playoff. And I love this defense, and normally defense travels unless you're traveling to Hawaii. So I'll go San Diego State laying the point. But Colby, what are you doing?
I'm going back to Jason Eck, I think is just a phenomenal. I mean, both coaches, but former Wisconsin Badgers. They might have played. I didn't even look into that. They might have played at the same time. I'm wondering who. Think
I can't go against my home high elevation home dogs. Let's keep going, Colby. Sir.
Well, New Mexico's alive for the Mountain West Championship. It's not like they're just
That's
playing.
True too, yeah.
Yeah. So if New Mexico wins this game, this is an awesome game. So I'm on the Lobos. I think San Diego State, to their credit, Sean Lewis doing an incredible job, but I feel like they've had a nice path of shittier teams, or when they got the team, key injuries for certain teams. So I think New Mexico is going to be waiting for them, ready for them, and this place should be lit.
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome game. Kramer, what are you doing?
Both of you going against our gals, huh?
Yeah. Well, it's a tough call. I'm definitely not locking up New Mexico.
And now you're going to have to lie to Decker's face. Tell him you're rooting. He's getting so into the playoff run. He's like, so they're telling me they have a chance to make the playoff. This is wild.
He's very surprised.
I didn't realize this was a thing.
All right, so Colby and I on New Mexico, Kramer on the Aztec Warriors. Hey, shout out to Novig. Love Novig, America's #1 prediction market. Love Novig. Great for first touchdown prices, anytime touchdowns. Great for props, sides, totals, and of course, a sweet bonus to get you started. Spend $5, get $50 when you use our promo code SGP. And awesome for live in-game stuff as well, constantly updating. And let's see if I can pull some. I mean, great for college hoops as well, and college football.
I got a great price on a first touchdown tonight.
Well, this is good because we did the Ole Miss Mississippi State. We called it at 7, but there's some 6.5s over on Novig. If you like Ole Miss, again, you're getting good prices over there. Highly recommend giving them a shot. Or honestly, if you like the Mississippi State money line, we called it at 220. I'm seeing Novig has it at 225. So a couple extra bucks in your pocket. Download the Novig app and use that promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by our merch sale. Holidays are coming. What better gift to get the DGen in your life than something from the SGPN merch store? Jealous of Colby's DGen University hat. I had to get one myself. Bunch of great hats, hoodies, holiday sweaters. There is just so much. The beer steins, all 25% off. Use that promo code holiday. Not going to be around forever, so get in there. Store.sportsgamblingpodcast.com. Promo code holiday.
Well done. All right, so slide. Texas A&M, Texas, big game down there. They very much care about this one, and unfortunately, it is the most obvious loss for Texas A&M to drop.
Sorry,
this one.
I really have to jump in with this.
What happened?
Someone in the chat saying, "You think I can watch Townsend versus Liberty during my driver's test?" Colby, what do you?
How old are you?
What kind of audience do you have?
What is this?
No,
what are you making kids content, Colby?
Who knows? Well, it could be knowing our audience. Maybe got popped for
a
DUI
situation, guys. Come on now.
Get his license.
Maybe it's a commercial driving test.
CDL, starting a new career.
Yeah.
So please tell us.
What's your age? What's your guess?
Hanson.
Colby, give me a guess. How old's this kid?
17.
I'm gonna say 38.
Well, if it's a DUI, yeah, 38. Yeah, I'm gonna go 16.
You can get DUIs under 21.
I'm gonna go 16. I did recently learn there. I may have. I shouldn't say this is for certain, but it may have been brought to my attention that friends of my daughter may listen to the program.
Oh wow!
And somehow they have access to a way to get down on prop projections.
But to answer his question, I mean, look, call me old school. Back in the day when you didn't have a teacher cool enough to wheel in the TV for March Madness, you would have to take the Walkman through the with the wire through the sweatshirt, and then you sit there, like this, listening to the game. So I mean, that seems like you could always do. That's always going to be there for you. Now I don't know if the Towson, that might be hard to find the radio signal on that, but I mean, look. Their school website should be able to direct you to something.
I'm just laughing. Well, and he's 20 years old, so shout out to you, Anson. Finally getting that license, or I don't know the exact behind the scenes.
Kids don't care about driving anymore.
Yeah, just let Ubers take me everywhere. I remember my driver's ed teacher was a Vietnam veteran who who unfortunately lost a leg during the Vietnam War, and he would teach you how to drive stick with a prosthetic leg, and I'm not fucking around. And he would do this move where he would grab his leg and push down on the clutch, shift, and I mean, being kids, you probably weren't the nicest about it, but like back in hindsight, that dude was a badass, and he did not let that slow him down. He was ripping. And that's why I learned
he needs to be a fucking stunt driver. That's incredible. But yeah, you can do it, and good luck finding it. But I think there's an avenue there for you. You should be able to.
All right. So sorry, Texas A&M at Texas.
Laying 2.5 on the road, -130 on the money line. Texas +110. 51.5 is the total. The Minister of Culture will be there, I'm told.
All right.
I mean, this is like a game politicians go to. This is very big deal. Texas, no way they get through this game and end up undefeated, right?
It does seem like a trap, because then they would put like if they're sitting there. I mean, the fact that they were in the top 10 when they came out, the rankings.
Yeah.
Even though, I mean, that was right there, a slap in the face. That's why they weren't watching 12 hours. That's why they were. Yeah. Look, I'm going to die on this train. I had A&M to make the playoffs. They're going to make the playoffs regardless, which that's the scary part, is like they have a game next week in the SEC championship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I
think this kind of means, obviously it means a lot to Texas, but isn't kind of Texas A&M, aren't they kind of due for a loss here. And don't you think the forces that be want to see Texas win this game, make things super interesting? Texas A&M probably in regardless. Crazy how far we've come from preseason. This preseason look ahead line, Texas A&M was a 10.5 point dog. So you want to talk about getting some CLV on this game. If you bet that in the summer, and Colby probably has a tally site with like Texas A&M plus 13 play in there. I'm going Texas. As crazy as it sounds, as much shit as we've talked about Texas, this feels like their game to win.
I don't know though. Once they turned it on in that South Carolina, like this, you can see what could happen.
Yeah,
and you got Mike Elko.
I could certainly be getting cute here.
I'm going A&M. Like this, he can't look over. Like Elko got embarrassed last year in College Station by Texas when they came in there. I think they're going in. Best offensive line in the nation, I think, is A&M's, and then you add in the fact Elko basically having 2 weeks to prep because Sanford was on the schedule, not Stanford, Sanford. So you got 2 weeks to prep for Arch Manning. Give him some looks he hasn't seen.
Yeah,
Aggies get it done.
Arch is going to be looking like Shedeur Sanders.
What, and win the game?
No, that's a negative comment.
Oh, okay.
Now. It's Shedeur in the NFL.
Shedeur also just won in the NFL. Undefeated as an NFL starter.
The Browns scored 2 of their touchdowns with him not on the field as quarterback.
Yeah, Wildcat. I like the play call.
That's worth noting. Arizona State. We're heading to Tempe, 6 p.m. on Friday. Arizona State 2.5 point home dogs plus 115 on the money line. Arizona minus 135. 48.5 is the total. We mentioned the relation to the playoff or the championship game race with Utah and Kansas earlier. So what? Basically, Arizona State wins and needs some help to make the championship game.
Yeah, I believe it is. They have the tiebreaker on Texas Tech head to head, so they need West Virginia to beat Texas Tech, which I think is on the table. I mean, they're calling for like that shit to be like 35 degrees. I know West Virginia isn't great this year, but that's a far fucking trip onto a place that they're not used to playing in.
They
right?
need, so Arizona State will need. They also need BYU to lose to UCF.
That's not going to happen though.
That ain't happening.
Yeah, so worth noting. But another rivalry game, just means more. These graphics you made, Colby, are out of this world.
The Sun Devils eating a Arizona Wildcat turkey type turducken type thing here going on.
It's like a weird bird cat.
Thank you, buddy. And I mean, look, Arizona is the team that I think they're just red hot. And you look back to that BYU game where they had no business losing that game. They led the majority of the game, and then BYU converted a 4th down on a fumble that, like a very lucky fumble that was recovered with the spot questionable because you can't advance the fumble. Arizona should have beat BYU. If that was the case, Arizona would be playing for the Big 12 championship right now. The Dust Bowl, they're the hottest team in the conference, though. I think you could say is Arizona. And to me, I gotta continue to ride that. I just think at some point it's going to blow up on the Jeff Sims experience here. So give me Arizona minus the 2.5.
Yeah, I'm with you. Every time I realize that Jeff Sims is still starting football, I mean,
well, and then leaving Dillingham, talking about other jobs, a lot of distractions. I'm with you guys. Take Arizona laying the 2.5 on the road.
Still can't believe I got by the $8 million contract for Sam Levitt.
Kramer tweeted out he was so excited. We got quarterback money.
No, I said things are happening fast. That's what I said.
Very excited.
Things were happening fast. All right, next up we got the Miami Hurricanes, who, by the way, Virginia Tech plus 18, never in doubt. Laying 7 here on the road against Pittsburgh. Pitt plus 220. Minus 260 for Miami. 51 is the total. Colby, this feels like a complete disaster spot for Mr. Cristobal and the Hurricanes now.
100%. I mean, look, Virginia Tech, they pretty much went toe for toe with Miami yardage wise. They just fucked up their opportunities with bad turnovers. But they were able to run on Miami pretty well. And Pitt's running back just ran for 200 yards against Georgia Tech. So, and I just touched on this. What did I say? Morgantown's going to be cold as fuck for Texas Tech. Well, guess what?
30 degrees at kickoff.
Yeah, guess what's right next to Morgantown is Pittsburgh. Yeah, have fun, Miami. Pitt's going to win this.
Miami as a huge road favorite in cold weather. I feel like we talked about this situation when we did the team previews and identified like, oh, Narduzzi's going to be a big dog. We're going to be on it. And the only thing that's concerning is because they're coming off a nice win against Georgia Tech and maybe they're feeling themselves, but it did seem like they had a plan. Hey, we're going to win these next 2 games. And I think they are live on this money line. I can't trust this Miami team at all. Give me Pitt +7.
Well, if they win and either SMU or Virginia lose, they are in the championship game, and my massive future is alive. So that's exciting. But more importantly, this is the most obvious game we're going to pick today. Can't take Miami. You're insane to lay it with Miami here. I would love to meet someone who said, you know what, I got to get action in early on Miami this week.
No.
Which by the way,
guys did you guys catch Narduzzi's press conference? No. He went for a terrible fake punt up big points in that Georgia Tech game, and they asked him about that. He goes, "Yeah, well, it comes down to me being a dumbass." Right. And
I guess he's introspective, maybe a little bit. All right. So that if I didn't mention, now we're on Saturday. That was 9 a.m. This is also at 9 a.m. Ohio State and Michigan. The Wolverines must be reeling with JJ McCarthy's second soft benching, this time with a concussion for the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh no.
The Wolverines catching 10.5 here, +320 on the money line. Ohio State -395, 44.5 is the total. For about 5 minutes on Saturday, I thought Ohio State had lost their football game because I was getting updates from my mom and she just was looking at a completely different week. Did not have the different cell carrier. I was having some connectivity issues. It was a disaster situation. Big game here. I feel like this is also automatic play on Michigan, but Colby, what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, they got to prove it to me. I mean, it's not like I'm in love with Michigan's team this year, but I can tell you this.
Yeah, come on.
I don't think Ohio State's played a lot of good competition. So it's like,
no.
And they're so in their heads about this. I was talking to my brother-in-law who goes to Ohio State, and I go, "Hey, you guys going to finally win one of these?" And he said some of his buddies actually were saying they'd rather win against Michigan than actually win the national title again, which is kind of crazy, but
definitely
no.
But they just won the national championship, so maybe. And again,
I'll go back to this summer, like 4th of July weekend. I'm at the beach here in South Carolina, and I'm walking my dog, and it's like 9 a.m. Dude's washing his car. He's wearing an Ohio State shirt. He says good morning to me, and I say, "Great year, right?" And he goes, He's like, and I go, "Where are you at with Day?" And he goes, "Well, let's just say this: he didn't beat Michigan, so he's dead to me still." Right?
He's won 90% of the games he's coached and a national championship, and they want to run him out of town. He wanted him gone.
We talked for like 15 minutes about this, and I'm like, "You seriously?" So he's like, "Yeah, it was good to win the Natty and everything, but just like, no."
They don't. It's such a hilarious spoiled fandom. Now maybe eventually they're going to get one of these, but come on, 10.5. You got to take Michigan here as a home dog.
Yeah, and aren't they like? I know earlier in the week they were calling for snow. Like the reason why if that's still the case, I haven't checked in a couple days, but that's huge because I still don't know how good Ohio State is running between. Like I know the stats are good, but they haven't played a lot of like. Okay, your best win to me all year was at Washington, but I don't think Washington's that good. Washington's record's probably going to end up 9-3 or 8-4, but I believe they're more of like a 7-win team. So it's hard to deduce how good that win, like how good is this Ohio State team? They look amazing. The stats are fantastic, but I just haven't seen them play a lot of great competition. So I have to take the points.
78% chance of snow flurries and or wintry mix. High of 31, low of 25.
So let me ask you this. So, I mean, Ohio State's clear advantage is the receivers on the edge and Julian Sam be able to get them. If that's going to help negate that, that's part of the reason why Michigan's been on this run is I feel like they a couple of years ago with the Harbaugh game was in the snow too. I felt like that helped when you could slow them down. That helps.
They have better athletes. Makes sense.
Michigan has nothing to lose. They've won a bunch of these games. They're going to be playing fast and loose and bring some physicality. In Ohio State, they're going to pucker up. 10.5 points is way too much.
This is I take it back. There's a couple automatic plays on the card this week.
Kramer officially on Michigan.
Oh yeah, easy play. 10 a.m. on the West Coast. We're heading to Provo for BYU and UCF. We referenced this when talking about the Big 12 games earlier. UCF catching 17.5 points here against BYU, plus 675 on the money line. 47 is the total. Huge number.
Oh my God!
Isn't this the this is like the two biggest Mormon cities, right?
That is
right.
correct. There will be a tremendous amount of BYU support at home here in Provo. But even if this game was a UCF, there'd still be a lot of support. I mean, that's a great nugget if they're playing in Orlando, Colby.
Yeah. I mean, either way, I mean, UCF's in Provo. What's the weather in Provo, weatherman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Weather and elevation. You got a Florida team going to weather and elevation in Provo. This is just now the number reflects it.
What's the
massive.
elevation?
Provo?
Yeah. Oh, I figured you had that.
I didn't.
Information
It's
memorized.
4581.
Oh,
off the top of my head.
Off the top of your head.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. You searched the top of your head with the keyboard. It's actually going to be kind of nice.
I am man and machine.
It's cloudy and 46 with a low of 34.
Oh, that's freezing in Florida.
It could end up snowing.
Have you Ryan, you own some property in Florida. Did you know there's iguana freezing weather? Like basically if it gets cold enough down in Florida, the iguanas have this thing where if they're cold blooded, if their body temperature gets cold enough, they freeze as like a mechanism and then they fall out of the trees, and they say it's raining iguanas.
That is wild. I know it has been quite cold in Florida, unseasonably cold. So they're not getting hit with the global warming this year. But yeah, no, I'm sure there were some iguanas falling out of
temporarily paralyzed. They get cold stunned, which is pretty wild to just see iguanas falling out of trees.
I mean, cold-blooded animals essentially, like their body just shuts down.
Oh wait, God, Brian, I'm sending you a photo.
We're gonna watch
Slack. No, I don't know if they don't have video, but the photo of a frozen iguana falling out of a tree. I guess they eventually come back, but they're like mannequins. It reminds me when I used to work on ridiculousness knockout videos where your arms just go straight out, and they look at that, and he's alive. He's gonna be fine. Sure, it doesn't feel great to fall out of a tree, but he landed on his back.
That's why Walt Disney froze himself, right?
Well,
he's probably like similar position.
He said, "Wake me up when they've solved all the problems."
Can you imagine being on a bicycle really and that shit just hitting you in the head?
Yeah. Well, Walt Disney probably said something really inappropriate. If I
oh my goodness, yeah.
Don't Google Walt Disney.
I probably can't say this publicly, but someone I live with just recently was given access to some of the underground parts of Disney World. The tunnels they speak about. Who knows what else they did down there?
Is anyone taking UCF? It is 17.5 points. Colby, could I talk you into UCF at 17.5?
You know what? Yeah, okay. I could just see them being up big, getting a backdoor cover here because I feel like everyone's going to be on BYU, and Scott Frost does have this team like ahead of schedule to me. Like I thought they would be much worse this year. So let's have them give me like a 28 to 14 type of game.
Are they going to make a bowl? Well, so they have to win to make a bowl game.
And they only beat Oklahoma State by 3 at home.
Yeah, no, I'm taking BYU.
Yeah, I'm gonna go BYU.
I think some of the kids on the team might be like, yeah, I'm transferring
well,
anyway.
It's the end of the year. It'd be one thing if it was like first couple weeks. End of the year, it's tough to get up for cold.
Option 1, just let that injury linger one more week because you're transferring. Option 2, play in some cold ass fucking Utah game. I think now that you're talking about it, that's a pretty sharp angle. We'll lay the big number with BYU.
Bill Russo in the chat saying this is the most interesting thing Sean Green's ever said. Feels like that.
Did I miss it?
Oh, the freezing iguanas. I feel like this is a backhanded compliment, but I'll still take it. Thank you, Bill.
Well, what about the Sister Jean death wish? You know, I mean, that one was
interesting.
Yeah, I found it rather interesting.
Hey, Colby, never wrong, just early. You're welcome.
No, yeah, this is Sean's gonna go to his deathbed. In the afterlife, there will be a rivalry between him and. That would actually be pretty funny. Imagine you die, you wake up in whatever the wherever your soul goes, and Sister Jean's waiting for you. Just a hard slap in the face. Didn't understand why you had to disrespect her like that. LSU, Oklahoma. We're heading to Norman. Oklahoma laying 10 -370 on the money line. LSU plus 305. 37.5 is the total. 12:30 p.m. kick here on the West Coast, and she's a nun, so she's gonna have superpowers in the afterlife and really fuck you up. It's gonna be like a Tyson punch. Colby.
Well, I mean, LSU barely got past Western Kentucky last week, but it was a clear look ahead. Oklahoma is, I feel like you win and you're in, but man. They did get outgained again last week. I'll take the 10 in LSU to stay in this game. Oklahoma's offense isn't prolific enough. I don't like just laying double digits with Oklahoma, but I do believe that defense will get them that dub. But it wouldn't shock me. I mean, look, you're talking like this will be. I think this is like a field goal game, 4-point game, something like that. Yeah. So LSU will have their shots, man. To all it takes is just one play. So I. Give me the points all day here. Yeah,
this one's tough.
They're playing with house money. I mean, like those guys are probably going to hit the portal. We have no idea what's happening with LSU. Obviously, there's been a shit show down there. But I think
the interim head coach Frank Wilson. Where do you think he gets a job somewhere? Where do you think he's at in like the head coaching world, Colby?
I mean, he's not going to be a head coach anywhere, but he'll get a job somewhere, probably based off of. Well, it's weird because he was known for his recruiting chops at a time where recruiting was under the table, if you know what I mean. But I'm sure he'll land somewhere, man. He's been in football for a long time. He was at McNeese, he was at UTSA, so he'll land somewhere, but not as a head coach.
Under the table, you know what I mean. That's good in case they're listening.
You never know. The NCAA probably bring up, hey, you gave him money. You gave Joe Burrow money. All of a sudden, you're suspended. It would be classic NCAA to bring up that.
I didn't plain sight.
I will take the LSU double digits. I'm with Colby. I don't know. I have not had a good feel on Oklahoma for most of the year, though.
Me neither. But looking at the volatility of this one, like you said, a lot's going to be changing here at LSU soon. And I love how every time we get a report on the like whatever the offer is to Lane Kiffin, it's like, and the governor has approved the offer. Imagine living in LSU and the fucking governor.
Well, it's the biggest political issue.
Tending to the hiring of fucking Lane Kiffin.
I wish Gavin Newsom cared about who like UCLA's head coach was.
Yeah, me too.
Had Chip Kelly.
Me too.
I think this number is going to get bigger. I'm going to lay it. I'm just going to do the sharp thing and grab the CL.
Oh, get a good price.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I figured probably be good to be different than you idiots.
Hey, shout out to Underdog. Let's put together a little Underdog pick-a-mentary, and of course, use our promo code SGPN. You can win up to 5,000 extra money. Play $5, get $100 in bonus funds. Underdog Fantasy promo code SGPN. Colby, what are we jumping out? What's jumping out at you?
Arch Manning lower than 248.5 passing yards is jumping out to me. against Mike Elko with 2 weeks to prep, basically.
Love
so
that. Love that.
Then let's take the Drew Mestermaker, the quarterback for North Texas, higher than 275.5 passing yards.
The Mean
as
Green.
North Texas and the Mean Green are trying to get to the college football playoff there. So let's go.
What, they're basically behind Tulane?
They're probably going to, if they win, they're going to play in the conference championship. So they need to win.
Lock it up then. Underdog Fantasy, promo code SGPN. And we got Arch Manning, lower 248.5 passing yards, and Drew Mestermaker, higher 275.5 passing yards. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Again, hey, you think you know what you're doing when it comes to making picks? You can win $1,000 over on Rhythm. That's right. Track your picks for college football or NFL for a chance to win $1,000. And again, hop in there, start playing around with the models. I've used. Again, this thing is such a helpful tool. Even if you don't feel like building your own models, you could just tail theirs. Very sharp with some of these FCS totals. And let's see. Houston, yes. Houston at Baylor. Rhythm likes the under 60.5 there. So hop on that. They projected to hit at 58%. And again, you can build your own models or just tail Rhythm. Use a promo code SGPN25 so they know we sent you. Download the Rhythm app today. Promo code SGPN25.
All right. Heading back into the games, the very large amount of games that we're covering this week for some reason. Probably
the same as the whole year.
Colby's trying to offload the work because he's focusing on basketball over on the TCE channel. Wake Forest, Duke. Unfortunately, Bill Belichick couldn't get it done against Duke.
Oh man!
And now his
that was a great fake field goal.
Now
that was was that the best call ever?
Yeah, a super
fourth down.
Call too.
Down 1. 2 minutes left in the game, and you.
I mean, it's kind of dumb, honestly, but it works. So I gotta respect it. I don't know that kicker, so I don't know. But if you think your kicker can hit it, either way, kind of a super onions call. Either way.
So Wake Forest catching a point, plus 100 on the money line, 55.5 is the total. Yeah, I mean this is also, I guess. I mean, Colby would know better than me, hanging out with his chums at the club, but Wake Forest Duke, a little Illuminati rivalry spot as well. Especially for Wake Forest.
I mean, it's a shame if you're a Wake Forest fan because they're probably playing the best of anybody in the conference, and that one game you lost to Georgia. So there was their game against Georgia Tech earlier in the year. They had a 4th and 4 or a 4th and 2 or something. Georgia Tech's D end clearly like 2 yards offsides. So the quarterback calls hike, just throws a deep ball, and the refs called nothing.
I remember that play.
I mean, they would have won. The first down would have ended that game, right? And then they would be in the ACC championship right now. So unbelievable that they're in this spot where they can't get there, despite probably playing the best of anyone in the conference all year. Duke's still alive, though. That's the best part about all of this. Duke is still alive, and I want to say, I never know what to believe with those, like when they hit you with the percentage meter to make the ACC championship. But I feel like they were very close to what Pitt was. So I think they came in 4th, but the percentage was very close to what Pitt was when I was watching the ACC network the other night. So they're in a pretty good spot here if they take care of business against Wake. And I think they just need one upset, right? I think they just need one upset. And I'm trying to remember what it was, the scenario for them to get in, but because they have the best strength of schedule in the conference. So like it would go to that metric. So I want to say it's like if SMU loses to Cal and Miami beats Pitt, they're in, I think that's what it is.
Let's see. Duke needs the win. They also need Cal to win against SMU.
Yep. And then Pitt to lose to Miami, right? Or they might not even need that.
They need Pitt to win as well.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think Pitt's going to win.
And they need to beat. So they need Pitt, Virginia Tech, and Cal to win, basically.
Really? I thought they didn't need all three of them. I thought they need.
Oh no, I'm sorry. They need Miami to win.
That's okay. They don't need all three. They don't need all three though, dude.
Yeah. So they need Cal, Miami, and Virginia Tech to win.
Miami's favored. Really? No, I think it's 2 of the 3. But
I'm looking
either
at
way,
it right here. Okay, here's it: Cal over SMU, Miami over Pitt, Duke over Wake. That gets them in.
Yeah, well, dude, I mean, think about that.
Cal over SMU, Duke over Wake, Virginia Tech over UVA. So you're right. It's
I don't think that's that crazy. I don't think that's that crazy.
Well, SMU's in Cal and Virginia Tech. I mean, I'm not confident that Virginia Tech's going to win. I'm expecting that Virginia.
But they don't need the Virginia Tech thing. They need the Pitt. You said Cal and Pitt, and then Duke to win. That's all they need.
Also, or Cal, Duke, and Virginia Tech. That's what I'm saying. It can be if Cal and if they win and Cal wins, it can be either Miami or Virginia Tech winning.
They're going to make the championship game, and it's going to be hilarious.
No, their path is pretty strong. I mean, to your point though, let's see, the odds of them making it is.
Are we not worried about Wake Forest here though? Getting up for this game. They've played Duke well. Duke coming off a huge win against UNC. The crazy fake field goal. I know it shouldn't be, but is this a letdown spot for Duke? Are you worried about that, Colby?
I mean, they've been all over the place this year. Yeah. Duke they're a strange team because I feel like they're the butt of a lot of jokes right now, being like, look, get them to the playoffs. I was at ACC Media Days and I talked to an NFL scout that actually said like he's got like 5 or 6 guys on Duke's roster that will be in the NFL. They're a really talented team. They haven't put it all together. They've been a little injured, and for whatever, the defense hasn't been nearly as good as I thought it was going to be. But they're a funny team because I think if they even got there, they could be a dangerous team based on I think they have a top 10 quarterback in college football. And then they have some really good guys, talent wise. Chandler Rivers at the corner spot, Wesley Williams at the DN spot. They're a funny team. So, it's a rivalry game though, man. And you're right. This is back-to-back rivalry game. But you know what? I want the chaos. So consider this one a little jaded. Give me Duke -1.
They also will not know like the scenario. Only Miami Pitt happens before their game. The Virginia Tech, Virginia and SMU Cal game are later. So they all at that point they have to nothing can eliminate them. And they will just need to win the game.
I'm going Wake. Kramer, what are you doing?
That would be the smart thing with the ACC chaos, but I kind of do think seeing Duke in a conference championship game would be pretty funny.
Yes,
I mean it would. They're a basketball school. They're all of a sudden they can spend money on football, and they're getting good at football. A little terrifying, but also just would be a fun year to have them pop their head up. Oregon, Washington, 12:30 p.m. on the West Coast. We're heading up to the Pacific Northwest for some sailgating. Oregon laying 6.5 here, -250 on the money line. Washington +215.
I'm dueling it out slidewise. Behind the scenes.
It looks very dramatic. 51.5 is the total. Colby, have we been to Oregon multiple times for game day this year? What's going on with that?
Dude, it's getting cheap, dude. Like the problem is, I would say in college football is having these networks they kind of own the sport right now more than ever.
Well, and Herb Street's dog and the duck over at Oregon, aren't they? Are they kind of an item?
But it's like you run all these like packaged like things about the campus and about the school, and when you go back to the same school, it just feels very redundant. It just like that feels like one of the laziest things.
Well, part of the problem was like when the Big Ten left the ESPN had its whole existence as a network, right? And it's kind of created this feud. It's like Letterman Leno going on here between Fox and ESPN.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate though, because they could have gone to the Brawl of the Wild. They could have gone to a lot of other places that would make a lot more sense. And I think it'd be a little more honest to the sport and into what you're covering, but they're in a pissing contest and unfortunately the fan has to suffer.
Just for the record, I'm not suggesting they should go to the FCS. They can stay at the major conference.
I mean, the Brawl of the Wild is fucking insane, dude. What are you talking about?
No, they don't. You think Herb Street wants to go?
They went before. They went before.
And he probably hated it. One of his dogs probably got eaten.
Why? Well, he shouldn't be making the shot. He shouldn't be calling the shots here.
He had to clone his dog again. I like the idea that all of those retrievers that he has are just clones of. It's the same dog cloned multiple times.
Yeah, don't clone your dog. That's retarded.
Herb Street's just this like massive weirdo.
Colby, what are you doing here? Washington as a home dog. I felt dumb fading Oregon at Autzen, but man, USC was hanging around in that game. What are we doing here? Are we fading Oregon again?
I'll take the 6.5. I mean, Washington's been a tough team for them under Lanning. I mean, I feel like I'm fading Oregon every week and they're making me eat shit.
Yeah,
but
yep. I was thinking that.
Well, Iowa covered, but I just thought Iowa on the money line was going to hit. But yeah, this is a rivalry game. Washington obviously not eligible to make the playoffs, but to be able to have the firepower to fuck over a rival from making the playoffs potentially, they'll get up for that, I think, alone. So give me the 6.5 with Washington.
Yeah, I'm with you. Take Washington. Here's a home dog, but I feel like I haven't had good luck fading Oregon so far this year.
Give me Oregon.
All right. It's probably the smart play.
I'm leaning into recency bias, which could be a bad thing. Vanderbilt, Tennessee. What was the nugget about Tennessee and going into Florida, Colby, last week?
The only 10 I see here is Diego Pavia's mom. I mean, come on, let's go, baby. Kramer, I sent you a photo.
Oh,
this is her better photo. She did go viral for like showing her leg and doing this. And you crazy jabrones faded Diego last week taking Kentucky.
I've been smelling like piss all week.
you guys got soaked. I mean, look at Diego's Pavia's mom is the only problem is she does look a little too much like Diego Pavia. So if you're hooking up with her, it'd be hard not to think about Diego Pavia, but very attractive lady.
Maybe she's.
And then Theo, I was trying to Google her, and it's all like Theo. You type in Diego Pavia, and like the Google just goes Diego Pavia's mom, Theo Vaughn. It auto corrects to.
Yeah, well, it must be what you're searching for.
But I'm on. I mean, you can feel free to make this the slide, but give me Vandy +3. Like this is Vandy had this game circled the entire season. And part of your guys' handicap was that it might have been a look ahead spot to this game.
That was
they are getting out of Knoxville with a win. Diego has, I mean, yeah, this is on his vision board. This guy's on a quest. He's going to get it done against this Tennessee team. I mean, Colby, are you fading Diego?
No. He talked about this all year. We're the best team in Tennessee. He's backing it up, and he's going to win the Heisman. This is his Heisman moment game right here. If he can go in there and take care of business and have the game-winning touchdown, do the Heisman pose doors. I am worried, even at 10-2, that the committee will fade Vanderbilt. But this is it. They got to get this. They get this. They're in. I think.
No, they can't keep him out if they win this, right?
It's a huge win at Tennessee.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, again, what was the Tennessee Florida take?
It had been since 2003 since Tennessee had won at the Swamp.
You think they're celebrating a little bit afterwards?
I do.
Yeah. Vanderbilt, I guess. Only because Sean showed us all how hot Pavia's mom.
She's pretty attractive.
While also being attractive, looking just like Diego Pavia. So you can work that out in your own head.
I like the chat. Respectively, she's got cannons.
Respectfully.
Respect.
I'm glad our chat is respectful when talking about Diego Pavia's mom's cannons. Virginia Tech heads to Charlottesville for that little pop-up stadium they got there. UVA -10, -380 on the money line. Virginia Tech +310, 52.5 is the total. Virginia Tech covered in a no doubter last week against Miami, even though the refs were trying to screw them over with some of the worst calls. At this point, it's just going to happen every week with these ACC officials, but horrible officiating. Meanwhile, So, Colby, just so everyone's clear, the scenario for UVA is they can make a ACC championship game for the first time in a real long time, and all they have to do is beat Virginia Tech, who is currently at a on-field low point in the program over the last 20 years, when UVA has only defeated Virginia Tech once.
Well, Bronco Mendenhall did take them to the ACC championship a few years back, but with Brandon Armstrong. No, with Bryce Perkins. With Bryce Perkins, I think it was. But
was that 2019?
I think so. That sounds accurate.
Yep, 18 that was the year that Fuente lost like a little bitch.
I mean, this is the moment for the Wahoos, right? This is the moment. This is everything.
God, you know what's going to happen, Colby.
They're going to destroy Virginia Tech.
And it's going to ignite more money into their program. They're going to storm the field. Remember, see, he wants us to hate Virginia. Virginia had the greatest field storm we've ever seen, I think.
That
earlier
was awesome.
this year.
A lot of good people down there in Charlottesville.
On both sides. Yeah, give me UVA laying the 10. This is their moment. This is their time to establish dominance in the Virginia rivalry. Kramer thought,
"Are you sure you see the recruits showing up to the program?
Are they playing in this game?"
I think Franklin might use this as a recruiting trip. Hey, come on down to this little pisser of a stadium and watch us mollywop these.
It's in Charlottesville.
Great stadium.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm joking. They'll use it as a recruiting trip.
It's really a stretch, right?
What do you mean? For years, Virginia Tech had recruits come to this little
Charlottesville.
Well, yeah, because they whoop their ass every year. So you want to, show them a little road atmosphere where you dominate. Your fans are all there, and you look at this logo that Colby picked. Great depiction of what a Cavalier, aka Wahoo, aka University of Virginia student looks like. A douchebag who wears a polo shirt to a football game and thinks they should have a fucking feather in their cap. They're losers.
Colby, you're on UVA, right?
He's not.
This is the moment, man. Chandler Morris. Okay. 17, just like Pavia. You get these 9-year starting quarterbacks.
Yeah.
That's the handicap of how to get to the playoffs. All right. So give me UVA and Chandler Morris to get it done.
This is one of the more obvious games we picked today. I'm pretty disappointed that both of you fell for the trap.
I'll say this though. Actually, Sean, the Hokies will cover the 10. Virginia will win by 7.
Oh, okay. Nah, you guys are crazy. This is going to be an ass whooping. This Virginia Tech team's done.
Virginia Tech has had some years where they were not very good, and they took care of UVA still.
This is not one of them.
Okay. Alabama, I'd book that action. Okay. You. Alabama, Auburn. They say this is a rivalry game. I still remember standing at a craps table at Caesars, looking off to the distant bar, watching the kick 6 return. Wild ass game. Alabama laying 5.5 here on the road. A minus 270 on the money line. Plus 230 for Auburn. 46.5 is the total. I mean, normally this would feel like another home dog opportunity, but I kind of don't feel this is the spot where I don't know how I feel about this. Auburn is like homeless man's LSU when it comes to just coach churn mixed with. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to think about this one because I don't have any faith that Auburn.
Well, they played Vandy well. Probably should have won that game. Diego, took care of business. Got a little pissed on him on the way out in OT. Then they put it on Mercer, as you would expect. Classic Mercer matchup there in week 13, 62-17. I kind of think Alabama's the play, but I don't know, Colby, obviously this is the Super Bowl for Auburn. They'll get up for this game. This is huge for them, but Alabama is just such a better team. I'm kind of surprised this is 5.5, which maybe they're factoring in the rivalry get up spot here. What are you doing?
I'm on Auburn. I think Auburn's going to win the game.
Really?
I mean, look, I have a future on Alabama to win the Natty. I just am not that impressed with this team this year. I think DJ Durkin is a major upgrade at the coaching spot than Hugh Strip Club Freeze. Durkin probably should have never been fired by Maryland. I mean, the player died. I understand he probably had to go because of the marketing behind that, but I think he's a good football coach, and I think Auburn has a physicality that could really give Alabama problems, specifically on the defensive side of the ball. So I this game is always insane. It wouldn't be the first time interim coaches have shown up and shocked the world in these matchups. So, I mean, you look at Auburn's defense is actually pretty damn good, man. I think they can cause some problems for the Tide and this type of environment. And you got nothing to lose. If Durkin's going for the job, guys, you win this game, you're getting the fucking job.
That's true. It is a job interview game. I generally like to take people on job interview games.
Yeah, I'll take Auburn plus 5.5. Colby talked me into it.
You know what?
These games end up being a field goal game.
I need to add it to my main notes that I stare at, but gotta fade the T-Mobile store.
Oh, you've never mentioned that, right?
You know what?
You do need to write that down.
In Auburn, they still have nice wood. I bet you Durkin sits at a nice wood desk when he's planning out his team activities, like instituting the car wash, flying squirrel, all the regulars. I think there was a little of that in Maryland too, right? More than just there was some stuff going on in the locker room. I think he might have been in on it. But yeah, let's go Auburn. T-Mobile store doesn't travel. You always got to remind yourself they were willing to poison 400-year-old trees.
Yeah, they'll be pretty excited for this game
and go to jail because you poisoned a tree.
Wait, guys. I mean, not only will they be that excited, they can knock Alabama out of the playoffs.
No, that's true.
Come on. Yeah.
The more we think about it, the more it's like it is. Yeah, you can become a living legend for messing up their playoffs.
Seems obvious now that we've talked it out. SMU minus 13.5. In Berkeley, 5 p.m. on the West Coast, minus 550 on the money line. Cal plus 425, 52.5 is the total. Not Cal, but Bay Area. I did enjoy watching Andrew Luck abort mid-interview.
Pull.
That was fun. Cal can do some spoiling themselves here as 13.5 point home dogs. I part of me wishes this was like a super late night game so we could be talking about body clocks for those poor SMU kids, but that's not the case. Colby, does Cal have a chance to upset the? I mean, I kind of think they do. I mean, to what we were saying earlier.
Well, first off, TCE was on Cal losing at Stanford, right? That happened. They fired Justin Wilcox, who I thought was doing an amazing coaching job, by the way.
Yeah.
Their whole team, because of the NIL, like there was a mutiny because no checks were being processed. So the whole damn team, you saw Mendoza go to Indiana, Jaden Knotts, the starting running back for Oklahoma, or I mean, one of the running backs for Oklahoma, a bunch of their other players left. And
Cal, what are you doing?
He's doing a really good job, I thought, considering like I remember when that happened, a lot of people thought Cal would win like 1 or 2 games. He's got them 6-5 still, and they've lost a lot of close games still. But the best thing Ron Rivera did by firing him was he named Nick Rolovich the interim head coach, and I think that's a major. I think that's first off. If you haven't watched Cal's freshman quarterback, he's a fucking stud. Rolo, I think played a role in getting him to go to Cal. He flipped from Oregon to Cal with, I believe, with this Hawaii connections there. So, because kids from Hawaii, I think that's a coaching bump. I like the 1-game coaching bump. I think Nick Rolovich is a great coach. Should have never got fired from Washington State.
Yeah,
so I am all over.
Yeah, I didn't see that they announced him as the interim. This is a smash play, and they're probably live on the money line because they have some talent. And Rolovich has just been waiting in the wings, and it's hilarious that he's for his vaccine stuff that he's coaching in Berkeley of all places. This guy was dying for a chance, and he's gonna make the most of it. So yeah, I love Cal plus 13.5.
I didn't realize Rolovich's suit was thrown out against Washington State.
I believe he's taking that to the Supreme Court.
The The Supreme Court doesn't have anything better to do than figure out Nick Rolovich's.
Well, I think it's a personal violation of your rights. Like,
yeah, that's fine. You can agree with that, but the idea of the Supreme Court hearing a Nick Rolovich case is still funny. I mean, come on.
Kramer hates our rights.
No. I mean, I don't hate the rights, but seems like he's lost a couple different times. So maybe more to the story, more questions than answers. I'll also be on Cal here. SMU wins the game though. Not taking the money line. Is that the right? Did I mess up the money line? Because that money line seems quite short for that big of a number.
425.
Yeah.
No, hang on. Let me look.
That's about right. Georgia Tech's 405. They're catching 14. Right, yeah. It's pretty similar. All right, time for lock. Dog and Tease. Colby, what do you got?
All right, let's we gotta end the season strong here. Let's lock up.
Are you gonna say that on your show too?
Auburn plus 5.5 from the start. Let's go.
Okay,
a little Iron Bowl action.
Michigan plus 10.5.
It's easy money.
Oh, I mean, imagine if Ryan Day loses the Michigan again. We're gonna talk about firing him again.
Yeah, then I'll win another championship.
Georgia Tech plus 14.
Whoa. Yep. Even in that neutral site bullshit.
Yeah. Still got to do it. Brent Key went to Georgia Tech. He bleeds blue and gold. The dog. What can I get my clients the most value on? Let's go with I'm just going to take Michigan.
Okay.
Yeah, until Ohio State proves it, just
plus
320 on the money line.
Double dipping.
Yeah.
There's
a lot. You're right. Don't double dip. Give me Pitt money line.
Yeah. Great choice.
The Tease will be Georgia Tech up to 20.
Okay.
Let's go.
Colby, show the people how a tease is constructed in college football, please.
Auburn up to 11.5.
Oh, there it is.
And let's go to Navy plus 12.
There you go.
Oh.
All right, for me, lock up Georgia Tech plus 14. Lock up Vandy plus 3. Lock up Michigan plus 10.5, and give me Cal on the money line. New head coach bump at plus 425. For my Tees, BYU minus 11.5, UVA minus 4, Pitt plus 13. Kramer,
lock Pitt. Very easy to pull the trigger on that.
Yeah, catching 7.
I'm also gonna lock up Auburn after we talked it out. It was very sharp. I'm also gonna lock up Cal plus 13.5 after talking it out. I'm on Team Rolovich. Just reporting facts.
This is very scary that Kramer locked up 3 dogs.
What do you mean?
Well, you normally take favorites.
Sometimes.
We all locked up dogs. We have no favorite locks.
That does feel very dangerous. Should I
overcorrect?
Well, we needed to do this. We've been shit the past 2 weeks. Yeah.
No, I like the mojo shift.
Okay. For my dog, let's make it easy. Give me the Hokies plus 310.
Okay. Didn't see that coming.
What the fuck is a Wahoo anyway?
I
still have a memories of standing in the beautiful Barry Manilow Theater out there at the Westgate, applauding, standing ovation for those Cavs fans after losing to Furman. Beautiful game. I mean, it was the game of the day, the first half of the day.
What was it? What's the guard? Kihei Clark, right?
Yeah. Remember him choking away?
Yeah.
Oh, what a beautiful loser. What a beautiful loser. Tease leg number 1. Give me. Ooh, that's danger. I'm not going to do that. Give me Vanderbilt plus 9, Oregon minus 0.5, and give me Oklahoma minus 4.
All righty. I feel like we should do a round robin money line parlay of our favorite 3 dogs. Pitt, yes. I like
Michigan, Auburn. Done.
Michigan. Do we do Vandy? We do Auburn instead of Vandy.
Auburn.
Okay. Colby, you down with that one?
They're all home dogs. Colby can veto it if you'd like, but
no, I like it. I like it. Yeah.
Why not add Cal in there?
I like a 3-teamer, but I am on Cal money line.
Why not throw it in then? We might as well.
Okay.
If we're gonna do a round robin, I might have to give you a couple shekels to get me a round robin. And will you be paper ticket available before the games start? Yes, you will.
Probably.
Oh, okay. You're getting shekels sent with you.
All right, let's fill out this contest. Colby, first lock.
It is Georgia Tech plus 14.
Okay. Give me Vandy plus 3. Kramer.
Pitt plus
Pitt
7.
plus 7. Colby.
Auburn plus 5.5.
Okay. I will take Michigan plus 10.5.
All
Kramer?
dogs.
Let's go.
Dog.
I have a chance to do something very special here. Do I stick to the plan or do I go completely off the reservation? Cal plus 13.5.
Okay. Colby, last one. What do you got?
Consensus favorite?
I say we play Duke.
All right.
Well, I was just thinking, what's the favorite? What's the favorite we're throwing in there? For me, I only have Duke, Arizona, and actually, I like A&M. I like A&M.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I picked Texas, but I don't have a.
Yeah, you don't give a fuck.
We all picked Arizona. We all picked Arizona. If you want to do that,
Arizona would be a good one.
Stop hemming and hawing over there. You don't. I mean, yeah, I'm good with that too. I'm good with
Duke.
Arizona.
Let's go
or Texas
Duke.
A&M.
Okay.
Duke. All right.
Duke minus 1.
Minus 1.
He's got the 3 cups and he okey doked all of us.
Good times as always. Thank you everyone for tuning in to the Sports Gambling Podcast. Check out the College Experience wherever you get your podcasts. 25% off everything in the merch store. Promo code HOLIDAY. Kramer and I will be back. Double header NFL. We're doing a Thanksgiving only NFL prop show with CJ kicking off at 2:30 and then 8:30. We got our NFL picks show. And we will be back Sunday then. I'm doing the VSiN show with CJ, so you get that to look forward to. Kramer's not going to be watching any football. I will be watching a ton of football on Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all our college football listeners, but hopefully you check out the NFL show as always.
Yeah, you can check me out. I'll be out in the Mojave Desert. Not going to give you my coordinates. Don't really want to talk to anyone. Enjoy.
Making sure that Saudi Arabia State shirt's being made correctly.
Exactly. Keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I guess.
And of course, as always,
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
Oh, the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean. Second the Money Greenies. Ryan.
Go Hokies.
Kramer. Let it ride.
The slot. How's the slot?
I'm wet.